Welcome to today's breathwork session. This session designed to ground us, to bring us back to our centers, for us to trust the inner wisdom that we have inherited. And as you're making yourself completely comfortable in this moment, laying down, making sure your limbs is supported, that when you breathe, you can breathe without obstruction. You don't feel any strain. Making sure that the shoulder blades is tucked behind your back. The spine is relaxed and elongated. And you can start to bring in a few conscious breaths in through your nose. Find the top, hold, you observe where your limit is currently, and then you let it out. Let all the air out through the mouth. Feeling the shoulders relax, the jaw relax, the abdomen relax. And hold on the bottom for a moment. And then you breathe in through the nose. Seeing if you can take in some extra air here and hold on the top. Observe your emotional state. What emotions has he been bringing with you this week? What has been present? What has been serving you? What has not been serving you? And then we'll let it out of the mouth. Holding on the bottom. Just observing your limit. And bring air in through your nose once again. Up to the top, squeezing a little bit of extra air. And then you observe your physical state. How does your body feel? Where do you have tension? Where do you feel resistance or stagnant energy in your body? Observe it without labeling and then let it out of the mouth. Holding on the bottom. Once again, just noticing your limit. And then we breathe in through the nose once again. Find yourself at the top with air inside, seeing if you can relax your body completely as you observe the mental state. How does your brain feel? If it's clenching, seeing if you can relax that with this exhale that you're now taking. Feeling the right and left hemisphere of the brain just unclenching, becoming soft. And now you can start to breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out of the mouth, 3, 4. In, out. 10 more breaths like this. Inhaling, expanding the diaphragm, feeling the intercostal muscles in your rib cage expanding towards the sky, and as you come to the top, canceling out the stop at the top of the breath, and you let it go. And when you find your bottom, you breathe in once again. Using no force today. Breathing deep without force. Feeling the expansion in your belly, midsection, chest, and out. Letting the flow of air just continue as we take 3 more breaths here, after which we start to breathe faster. Last breath here. We now begin. Out. 3, 4. In. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. In. Out. 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 Maintaining this pace, surrendering to this rhythm. Without judgment, you notice what happens within yourself when you come to the top of the breath. When you're starting to find your limit, is there a side of yourself that wants to continue to force? Don't label or judge. Just continue to breathe. Use as little force as possible while still expanding. Bring attention back to the breath as you breathe in through the nose, out of the mouth. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Double speed in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, 2, out, 2. 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 Do a breath of fire in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, out. In, out, in, out. Speeding up slightly. Force the belly button in towards your spine, shooting out air from your nose. You can do this. There's only 30 seconds left. Allow it to be challenging, knowing that your break is coming. You're pulling that moment of stillness closer with every single breath that you're taking. A few more here. 10 more. And now we inhale through the nose. Long, nice inhale. Finding your top. Sipping in a bit of extra air in through the nose. Gently expanding the diaphragm downwards, the intercostals up towards the skies. Flaring your ribcage as you hold here on the top. Noticing the tension that is created through a deep inhale like this. But seeing if you can let go of some of it. feeling the body relax, relaxing into this stillness, accepting what is surrounding you in this space. And surrendering to what is happening internally. Reminding yourself that the internal and external world is connected. So the saying goes, so within, so without. Don't judge anything in this moment. Just be. About 30 seconds remaining. Feeling the heartbeat and the subtle energies that's spreading across your awareness. We'll be exhaling in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With a sigh, I want you to exhale all that air out. And then hold on the bottom where you have about 20 to 30% of the air left. And we're gonna hold to just slow our heart rate down before our next round of gentle activation. Holding for 10. Breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose. Holding on the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale it out the mouth. And now breathing in through the nose. Holding on the top for 3, 2, 1. Exhale out the mouth. And then we inhale through the nose. Out the mouth for 1 second. In through the nose. Out the mouth for 1 second. And now breathe in through the mouth. And out the mouth for 1 second. We're doing 20 breaths here. In. And out the mouth for 1 second. In through the mouth long. And out the mouth for 1 second. Continuing like this. In through the mouth. And out for 1 second. In. And out for 1 second. Activating the diaphragm. And then out. Deep breaths here. In, 2, 3, and then out. And then in, 2, 3, and then out. 10 more. In, 2, 3, and then out. Building this energy. In, and then out. In, 2, 3, and then out. In, 2, 3, and then out. 3 more. In, 2, 3, and then out. Last one here. In, 2, 3, and then I want you to force all that air out of your mouth. Squeezing all that air out from your lungs and holding on the bottom. Holding without air inside for 15 more seconds. Breathing in 3, 2, 1. In through the nose, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, and then out. In, and then out. In, and then out. In and then out. In and out the mouth. In, feeling the cold air moving down your throat into your lungs, enabling life. And as you breathe out that excess carbon dioxide, that warm, humid air out the mouth. Breathing like this, in for 6 counts and out for 6 counts. Coherent breathing to synchronize the waves of the brain and the heart, your mind and your body. Consciously breathing a few more times. As we'll speed up, breathing twice as fast, and then a few cycles of Kapalabhati, breath of fire, after which we enter the next hold. 6 counts in, 6 counts out for 5 more breaths. Two more breaths. Now we speed up gently. Breathing in, 2, 3 through the nose, and out, 2, 3 through the mouth. In, 2, 3 through the nose, out, 2, 3 out the mouth. In, out. In, out. In, feeling that energy out. In, 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 out. 10 more seconds like this. After which we do Kapalabhati, breath of fire. Breath of fire in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. In, out. Finding that stable rhythm and sticking to it. When the navel is shooting in towards the spine, you feel air moving out from your nose. In, out, in, out. Really observe how this different way of breathing is changing the way you experience this breath work. By forcing air out of us, we're automatically bringing it into us afterwards. Even though it might start to feel challenging in your abdomen, allow yourself to continue. Change the depth, change the pace maybe, but allow yourself to continue. We're coming by the end of this round in 10 seconds. There's only a few more. And now I want you to breathe out your last breath of fire, finding your bottom, and then breathe in. In through the nose, holding on the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale that air out and hold where there's little air left inside. Holding on the bottom. Observing your heart slowing down. Holding for another 40 seconds. If it's at any point feels too challenging, allow yourself to take a sip of air in and blow it out, holding for the rest of the hold. But really find yourself in this moment. Breathing in 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Fill yourself up completely. Enjoy that air. You hold on the top and then let it out of the mouth with a sigh. We're extending the exhale as long as possible. Extending it, and enjoying it. After which you breathe in through the nose. Finding your top and letting go. Breathing out of the mouth, extending the exhale. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, and then out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maintaining this pace. Breathing in on the count of 4, and then slightly extending the exhale. Tuning in to your breath. Enjoying this moment of conscious breathing. Continuing just like you are, expanding fully and letting go fully. Extending those exhales even further as we breathe in for 4 and out for 8. Controlling the exhales with the use of our diaphragm, allowing the diaphragm to be the lever, the gas pedal. Completely surrendering as we let go of what was. Stop obsessing about what is to be and finding ourselves in what is. What is present in this moment? It's you feeling your body, observing the mind, and controlling the breath. In presence, nothing will move us. In the present moment, there is nothing that worries us. Let that be the only thing you experience in this moment. Extending that exhale even further, maybe up to 10 seconds now. 5 more extended exhales. Breathing in on the count of 4. And then through pursed lips, using the diaphragm to slow down the exhale. If someone would hold a feather in front of your mouth, the feather would barely move. You find your limit. Through slowing down. Noticing how you become aware. More and more aware as the breath is slowing down. You can take your last long exhale out the mouth here. As we breathe in, inhale, slow, gentle inhale. Make it as long as possible. See how long you can continue that inhale for. Finding your top in 3, 2, 1. Hold on the top here with air inside. And then let that air go. Hold on the bottom with no air inside for 30 seconds. And we're breathing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the nose here. Holding on the top as you prepare yourself to exhale out the nose, but hum. In 3, 2, 1. Hum out the nose. Matching the resonance of your hum with the music. When you have no air left, you breathe in through the nose once again. And then hum for as long as you possibly can out the nose. Seeing if you changing the resonance and the tone of your hum can extend it or even relax you even further. Silently repeating to yourself as you're breathing in and out of your nose, humming on the exhale. I am aligned with abundant opportunities. I am a magnet for positivity and success. I love and accept myself for who I am. I radiate peace to those around me. My thoughts and dreams manifest into reality. Spirit supplies me with the right people to help me accomplish my dreams. My future is bright. My life matters. I'm divinely guided in all I do. I'm intelligent, I'm wise, I have a unique purpose. Still maintaining control of your breath as you inhale, finding your top, and exhaling, humming. Three more long hums here. After which we'll switch to tidal breathing, where you breathe as slowly as you possibly can. On the inhale, you inhale through the nose, feeling a subtle sensation of the air that's coming in. A very small stream of air that moves into you, expanding you. And when you exhale, you breathe out of the nose as slowly as you possibly can. breathing just above the point of breathlessness. You can take your last humming breath here. Make that hum as nice and loud as possible, synthesizing nitric oxide, further relaxing your body, your being even further. And when you've taken that last exhale, you can start to breathe very slowly into the nose. How slow can you possibly breathe without feeling too much uncomfort? What happens within your field of awareness when you're breathing this slow? Allow yourself to drift off. Slow, gentle breath here. And as you're laying here, breathing, still maintaining control, so that you're just above the point of breathlessness. Trusting that that is enough air to keep you going forward. Reminding yourself that you don't need the excess of anything. Bring attention to the center of your right and left nostril, feeling the air that moves in. Through the nose, into the back of your throat, into the lungs, and then out the same way. Observing the air that's moving in and out. Observing the cold air that's touching the tip of your nose. Moving that awareness upwards over the bridge of your nose. Noticing the eyelids of your left eye. The left eye itself and the tiny muscles that sits behind it. Noticing it relax. Still maintaining control of that breath. Breathe slow and gently. Tidal breathing in and out your nose. Tuning into this moment completely. Noticing the softness in the left eye. Moving that awareness towards your right eye. Feeling the eyelids. And the muscles behind it, relaxing. Sinking deeper into its socket, together with the left. Notice tension melting away. Bring attention to the left eyebrow, the right eyebrow, whole forehead, which secretly stores tension many times. Feel the whole forehead relax as that attention moves upwards towards the top of your head and your crown. And then falls to the back of your head, where the point of the back of your head touches the ground. And it's in this point you notice the weight of your head. You might imagine that weight almost increasing as you begin to relax more and more, feeling the head sinking deeper into the ground beneath you. You notice the points of your shoulder blades that's in contact with the ground beneath. Your elbows in contact with the ground. And the parts of your hands that's in contact with the ground. Observing the areas, noticing the parts of your back and hips that's in contact with the ground. The back of your legs, the heels. Just observing that part of your body that's in contact with the ground. You're held, you're grounded. You're held, you're grounded. And as that awareness has been moving from our head to the back of it, through the back of our body and towards the feet, we begin to notice our heels as in contact with the ground. And the soles, the center of the soles of our feet. Noticing the edges of your body, and particularly your feet. Observing the big toes, left and right. The second toes. Third, fourth, and the little toes. The top of your left foot and top of your right foot. Both ankles. Calves. Shins. Knees. Your left thigh, right thigh. Observing that parts of your body, the legs and the feet, the parts that is holding you upright. Part that's always in contact with the ground. Feeling that tension that we all often have in our legs and in our feet just melting away as you become aware. Noticing the hips, softening, melting. Your abdomen and your abs. The diaphragm constantly in motion. The right part of your rib cage. Your right shoulder, upper arm, lower arm, and your whole hand, including the palm and all the 5 fingers. Observing your whole right arm and rib cage here. Attention back to center, moving that over to the left side, feeling the left part of your rib cage, your shoulder, upper arm, lower left arm, the palm and all 5 fingers, feeling the whole left part of your rib cage and arm here. Coming back to your center, your heart space, breathing into it, expanding what is there. Letting go of what doesn't serve you any longer. Still maintaining control of that breath, but doing it slowly. Noticing your heart soft. Observing your right hemisphere of your brain. Unclenching. Left hemisphere of your brain. Unclenching. Breathing deeply and slowly for 5 more breaths before we let go. Couple more breaths here. After which, you just allow yourself to drift off. Drifting off for a couple of minutes. Now, letting go completely if you haven't already. When you feel ready, start to come back very gently and slowly through moving the fingers and toes, knees and elbows, shoulders and hips, nodding the head, and allowing the movement to ripple up your limbs, stretching yourself long, hugging your knees or yourself, and thanking yourself for having taken the time to breathe.